Tommy.
That's my line, Max. I hate you.
Are we gonna do homework corrections?
Well, we're going to
We do
finish
all
the
of it
lesson,
together.
and then we will go and we will go back to the homework page.
Maybe
Okay?
Scribd to guess what I'm doing.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry if I missed
Okay.
But if he's not here, we're not going to do a screencast for him, or if we do, we have to be completely rude. Like he was to everybody else.
I'm not rude to everybody else.
Okay. Let me just go back real quickly. You don't have to turn back if you don't want. I'm just going to remind you what we did yesterday,
2 days ago.
2 days ago. That's right, I didn't see you. Okay, so we found something really, really significant, and that was that if we took this formula, we were able to find the slope of a point, or slope of a curve, excuse me, at just 1 point. So up until now, we've always needed 2 points to find slope, but we have a formula that will provide the slope of the tangent at any point. Okay? So we went through, sometimes you know the value, right? So sometimes you know the x value and you're able to plug that in right away. And then other times we don't know the x value. So I think our example 4, right? We didn't know the x value, so we left x in the equation and solved. So it gave us a formula. And then we set it equal and solved. Okay? Again, I'll have to go back and look at that screencast, see what happened there. All right. There were a number of problems on the homework, I believe, where you had to find where it was horizontal. So probably, I don't think just probably, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we'll be able to look at some of those.
Ooh. Sean Shapiro.
All right, so let's look at last page, page 20. So normal to a curve. Normal, this is a new word for us, okay? It's just a fancy way of saying perpendicular to the tangent.
Oh, is that almost complicated?
Yes.
So is it kind of like, in physics there's a normal force? Is it kind of like that?
Okay, so the normal to the curve, and it says specifically at that point. That point that they're referring to, usually in geometry you'll hear it called the point of tangency. Okay, let me draw a quick example. Let's say you have a parabola here. Okay, can you see that? And let's say you have right here, that's the point. This is the point that I want to draw the tangent line. So how do we draw the tangent line? We draw it like maybe that? Okay, so that's going to be, so here's our tangent. Now imagine we're using the same point, but we want perpendicular to that line. So here, goes through the same point. So this is our normal line. Oops. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, this one here.
Max is being rude to me.
This one is the normal line, the one that is perpendicular. Okay. Example 6. Write an equation for the normal to the curve. F of x equals 4 minus x squared at x equals 1. Okay, so I don't have a formula for the normal curve. I have a formula for the tangent, right? The tangent slope. So could we figure out the tangent slope first and then do what?
Plug that in. For X and Y.
Okay, so right, so we're going to have to find x and y, but we also have to take the negative reciprocal. So for this example, we have to find the tangent slope first. Now, they gave us, so what did they give us in this problem? We have the function, and we have at x equals 1. Right? They gave us our point. So it's limit as x approaches, or sorry, h approaches.
I do that all the time.
Well, because we also do an x approaching at some point. In the next chapter, I'm going to show you a different formula. It's actually easier than this one,
So why are we learning this?
because you still need to know this one. Because I said,
Hold on, but
Okay.
in the future, we're never going to use this ever again.
That's the whole point of math.
that's not true.
If you know an easier one, why don't we just use the easier one instead of the harder one?
Because that's what we do in math. We always show you the hard way, and then we show you the easy way.
That's not
It's just the way things work.
I don't
Okay.
like this.
So far I didn't do anything. I just wrote out the formula, but I put here, I plugged in an x value of 1. Okay, so remember, we're substituting in to this 4 minus x squared. So what's that look like? What's that look like? It's, okay, so it's 4 minus 1 plus h squared minus, what's f of 1?
3.
3. Are we okay with that? Just plugging into the formula?
Heck yeah.
Now remember, what's our goal? Our goal is to get that h on the bottom to cancel. So I want to just do the algebra here. So it's 4 minus 1 minus 2h.
Yeah, so you get 1. So you get 1 minus
Yeah, you could do that. You can get 1 right away.
1.
I mean, hopefully what you can see right away is that the constants are all going to cancel here. Okay, so the 4 minus 1 and the minus 3 cancel. Now I still have this h on the bottom. What can we do from here? Factor out the h. Okay, so we still have our limit. Remember, we have not taken the limit. If I take out an h, who can tell me what we have in parentheses? Go ahead, Sean.
2 minus.
Negative 2. Perfect. So now we can cancel out the h's. Now what?
And we get negative 2 minus 8.
So we can plug in 0 now because, why?
It's just 8.
No denominator. We don't have h in the denominator anymore. What is negative 2, though?
The slope of the
Slope of
tangent.
tangent. Okay, so once we find the tangent slope,
Yeah.
yay. All right, so we have our normal slope. Don't forget negative reciprocal. Now, if it's asking for the equation for the normal line, we have the slope. Sean? Okay, we need to find x and y. Did they give us x?
Yeah.
Yes. How do we find y?
Guess.
We guess. We don't guess. Come on. Come on. What do? We have to
Plug in the one.
plug it in. See, you know.
It's not as fun if we do.
It's not as fun if we're not just
Fun if we
guessing.
guess.
Okay. So we plug in 1. We actually already found that right here. We found that to be 3. Good. So the normal line is what? Who can give me that?
1 minus 3
Go ahead.
equals 1/2 x minus 1.
Good.
Alright, maybe I'm not doing this test.
Awesome job. Y minus 3.
You can misbehave again.
And Roe was silent the entire
Or
time.
we can misbehave. Can we give him like his minute to misbehave?
Yeah, because like,
Okay.
Can I get extra participation?
I'm kidding. All right, you guys are fine with this, right? This is good.
So,
Oh, good timing for the light to go off. Can you imagine if they're standing here and the light just went off? Looks like somebody just turned it off. Okay, speed, revisited. We did a problem back in the very beginning of chapter 2. Oh no, where's it
Can
going?
you just comment on how much they liked Max's guessing?
Yeah.
Like, they all laughed.
No, we can't.
And I wasn't even that clever of a joke.
Kind of
I
light.
know, that's literally what I say every time.
Yeah.
Light, you kind of lighten the mood.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 2.1, a long time ago,
The room.
so we had speed. We did something with like a falling rock. It was like at the very beginning of the chapter.
Oh, yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of
So do you remember at the very big?
What's wrong like this?
Cool.
Here, I'll go to it. It was the very.
I'll drop another one.
It was this one. It was the very first thing we did in the chapter. So I said,
So the answer's 32.
So the rock's
Actually, no. The
So
answer's
we're dropping- okay, so we're dropping an object from the top of a tall building, and it's got this. This is actually the position function. This is how far it's dropped after a certain amount of time.
16.
Okay, so we did during the first t seconds. So we said the average, this was the average speed. Remember, average is like the slope of the secant. And then we did this whole idea about taking the limit, and we kept on saying, well, what if h gets closer and closer to 0? We can find the instantaneous speed. So we already did this. Okay, this, what I'm showing you in this last part here, we've already done. It's just because I'm showing you our conclusion and just reminding you that this is the instantaneous rate of change. Okay, so when I'm asking for you for the speed, and those of you, is everybody in not physics, you're in chem. You're not in physics, okay.
See,
No.
If you're in physics,
this is gonna piss us off. We've got to take our test.
no, it shouldn't piss you off. My goodness.
You're
I
gonna get
mean-
confused.
Okay, those of you that are in physics, velocity has a direction, right? It has a positive direction and a negative direction. Okay, we don't worry about vectors in calculus, or at least not this, well, Calc 2, if you go take Calc 2 in college. But speed, just so you know, anytime they ask for speed, it's positive. So, as I was just saying, when we do velocity, especially next chapter, we're going to get into acceleration, velocity, speed, always positive. Now, I defined it here. We know when we're dropping something off of a building, it's negative, right? Gravity. But when I talk about the speed, it's like looking at the speedometer on your car. It's never going to read a negative number, right? It's always going to be positive. Okay, let's find the speed at t equals 1. I'm glad you didn't say that.
Did you lose your train of thought?
What up, man?
I did. Just for a moment. I was like,
I'm like, wait, again?
I know. I was like, wait.
I was like, you already did that. What did you do?
It's like if you were like a really religious Christian and then the Pope just came to your house.
I don't
Are you
know.
comparing
I don't
Dr.
know.
Powell to the Pope?
Yes.
Yes, he is. He's the Pope of D. Toledo.
All right, guys. All right.
He's the
Put
Father,
that
the
put
Son,
on
and
your
the Holy
senior
Spirit.
quotes.
All
What?
of us will leave
Okay.
you.
The Jewish Pope.
All right. So here, speed at t equals 1. I don't put m equals here because m is referring to the slope. It's fine. Honestly, if you put m equals, I'm not going to take off any points. It's not a big deal. But we're plugging in, so we're substituting in 1. Are you okay that I kind of skipped that step of writing out the definition? We're substituting in 1 plus h and then just 1. Okay, go ahead and simplify that. Anybody, do I have any brave volunteers to finish it?
Wait, go up and do it?
Or I can bring it to you.
No, I'll come.
Oh, okay. Now I'm going to have to play back that one from yesterday. I wonder if I can read it.
Were you able to follow along?
Ooh,
Oh,
whoops.
just click off of that.
'Kay.
There we go.
No?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You missed. I think I know it. You're probably just touching.
You can touch the whole screen. You just can't touch like where this stuff is.
All right. And then 16 plus 32 plus 6.
I love this.
Well, actually have those.
We actually have this. Does anybody need to be dress coded today? No, it's 0 degrees in here. It's mucho frio, right?
Who is that? Your face.
It's just somebody's apparently.
Had to use that a lot.
Whoa, so
Wait, hold on.
I think there's quite a
Is that Senora Fuentes?
And then we can just plug it
That's
in,
enough.
right?
It looks like her writing.
And then we can plug in 0.
She has
Ooh, let's
classes
do.
in here.
Can I
Does
go?
she have classes in
Can I
here?
go
Yeah.
bring it over?
Senora Fuentes? Doesn't Senora Fuentes?
Don't we
have
always
all her
switch off with
classes
her?
in there?
No, because she's sometimes in here.
Excuse me, can I go bring it to her?
I think.
Did I get it right?
No, just leave home.
No, I want to do it.
Okay. Oh, 32.
I did it.
Right?
32,
Yes.
whatever.
So in the very beginning, I know I don't have the units in here. What would this is for speed?
Oh, 32 meters per second.
This one actually ends up being feet because I gave you feet per second. Just out of curiosity, so what I was saying earlier about velocity, what would the velocity be? It's dropping. It's going to be negative 32. Perfect. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, so now we're on to.
Say that I probably did horribly on. What?
So this is. So let's take a look. What those of you that were able to start the homework, let's take a look at where we had questions and where we got stuck. If there are, because basically we have 30 minutes now to just do homework.
Let's do it all.
So, boy, I feel like we should just write up a whole bunch of questions.
Let's do all of
Yeah, let's do all of it.
it. Let's do all of it.
Okay, let me write it down and I'll go through. So 11,
1,
25.
3,
Guy does his
5.
27.
5.
Yeah, because get that far, I'm not very smart.
29.
Just keep. Can I do 20?
38, 39,
11.
1 through 5.
I can do.
Are you just saying this, Max? Are you serious?
No, I mean, it'd be nice if I had all the correct answers, so I don't have to
15,
risk it.
17,
I'll do 5.
25, 27,
Can
29,
I?
38, 39.
Okay.
Wait, is someone still doing 5?
But I wanted 5.
If you do it, okay, cross it off, and then
I'm not good.
I know which ones I have to do.
Sean, bring me to the promised land of speed. Cal.
This is Swan is Slam. Are you guys gonna try? Are you actually gonna try not to say what I said?
Now,
I didn't get that for you.
oh, I don't have my lesson plan in here. We have not class tomorrow,
We have
Monday,
Our test on Thursday,
Tuesday.
right?
So we have class Monday, we have class Tuesday, Wednesday is our test.
We have class Monday.
It's on the 21st. Yeah, Monday it's after bonus, and Tuesday it's after lunch. So we have 2 full days to review for the test. And Wednesday is the last period. I know, not an ideal. I do. So if you're interested
I
in the
love the practice.
practice test early,
I would love that.
I'm the kind of person I just always I have it in advance. I've gotten used to over the years
tried
students
so
that,
hard.
that want to have it in advance. So I'm just. And the good thing is, having taught calculus over and over again, all I have to do is go in and click print. So we will have 2 full days to do homework on the review. There is a review assignment page.
Thank you for telling
Okay,
us.
so you know this time. I almost always do assign a homework assignment from the review page, the chapter review. How are you doing? So, Sean is putting number 5.
Yeah,
Sean.
I mean,
Sean, I've lost
Uh-oh.
to see.
I know,
So
kind of
would it
wish
be
we
a
had
good
more
idea to bring
board
my book?
space.
I mean,
Well,
Sean.
what do we have?
You could have wrote it
one
over
at
here.
college where it's like sliding boards
This
that like
cassette.
slide on top of one another. And it has a
This cassette is
Cassette.
money.
Yes.
Did you just get it like a D?
Not
Class.
confused.
No, actually, that's better than the
What was the other one again?
cassette.
Oh, it's
There you go. That's some more merit in here. All right.
Would it be optimal for me to bring my math book right now?
Oh, sweet! I didn't do the slope.
You don't
right?
have your math book? I have one.
Oh,
Sean,
that's cool.
Yes.
for part A, what did you do for the denominator?
Thank you.
Subtract.
Why?
They're common denominators.
Ooh.
3 pi over 4 minus 3 pi over 4.
No,
Get
but why
wrecked. Wow.
Because isn't
That's
the
what
x,
you do.
because,
That's what you do.
Well, no, but that is.
is it?
Yeah.
I just love that reasoning because
It's
that's
the
what you
formula.
do.
It's a good reason.
But isn't 3 pi over 4 the
Damn,
y?
Sean, that you go hard. The pain.
Okay, let me see if I can clarify. This is for number 5.
Sean doesn't
Okay,
do it.
so there's 2 parts. No, it's wrong. 3 pi over 4 minus pi over 4 would be 2 pi over 4, which is pi over 2.
Yeah, but why do you have to subtract using the
What?
calculator?
That's the formula. y2 minus y1, it's f of 2 minus f of t sub 2. Oh, you guys have all the markers. Okay. It's f of t sub 2 minus f of t sub 1 all over t sub 2.
Help, Sean.
But isn't y not a value of
Yeah.
t?
Okay,
That's not good.
here. You're talking about this one? So for part A, it's cotangent of 3,
And then you plug this into for t. And you get that.
like that. What's cotangent of 3 pi over 4? Negative 1. What's cotangent of pi over 4? 1.
Oh, this book has answers. Thank you, Miss Casey.
Yes, it does. So they're also right in front of you on the board.
Yeah.
This, when you subtract, is pi over 2.
My question is why is 3 pi over 4?
What is cotangent? It's the reciprocal of tangent. If you look at 3 pi over 4, it's negative root 2 over 2, positive root 2 over 2. Oopsie.
And you broke it.
So
You
what
still
would
recording
cotangent?
this?
Yeah, I am. I guess I could probably pause it now since
Probably.
we did the lesson.
Then hey, maybe Tommy needs some notes.